So here we are in Lluchmajor. We're just going to have a quick look around here before we pick up our granddaughter from her kindergarten. So let's just have a little look around, see what's going on here in Lluchmajor. So we normally come here on a Friday, and this area is full of stalls when they have their market on, which goes from one end of Lluchmajor to the other. And there's always a place interesting to see the different stalls, interesting to see the different people that are here. But today is a Monday, there's no market today, so no stalls today. We can walk freely up and down this promenade here. And in front of us we've got one of the bars that is open, so they've extended into the walkway here because they can't open indoors. So if you want a drink or something to eat, under the current restrictions of the pandemic in December 2020, just before Christmas, you can only eat outside on a terrace. So we'll see how that goes. So unfortunately, due to the new norms that we have here in Mallorca, bars that don't have terraces have been forced to close. So here we are at Escanta in Lluchmajor, and unfortunately they can't open because they don't really have a terrace here. Earlier on in the summer they did actually take over part of the road and use that as a terrace, but there isn't a real terrace. So unfortunately they closed for the time being. Hopefully they'll be able to open soon and we will be able to go back for our pepito de lomo and a beer. Lluchmajor is one of the bigger towns on the island, Palma being the biggest, and then probably Inca and Lluchmajor and Manacor being the other big towns. Obviously lots of Mallorquins live here, but it's also quite a cosmopolitan place, and you'll find all sorts of nationalities. So a very interesting place to be, with some interesting architecture, and yeah, nice place to walk around. So here's the local butchers, and much of this central part has been pedestrianised over the years, and it wouldn't originally have been a pedestrianised road, but it makes a great place to come and walk through and just look at the wonderful buildings on both sides of the road. Lots of places now have these Chinese shops which do very well. They're open all the time, sell all manner of gifts and things that are well patronised. I love these old doors, weathered doors. And these cast iron balustrades, decorated. Some of them in their original condition. One of the old bars made of the old typical Murray stone. One of Benita's favourite shops here, where they sell lots of things which are typically Mallorquin. So here they're doing some work. Not seen this before. We come to Lluchmajor quite often, so it's interesting to see what developments there are. There's a big queue here outside the tobaccos, possibly queuing up for tobacco, more likely queuing up for a lottery ticket of some sort. Here's a monument dedicated to the cobblers. Never really thought of Lluchmajor as an area for cobblers, more that would be Inca. But interesting little monument there to the cobblers of Lluchmajor. Showing the different traditional tooling that they would have used times gone by to make the shoes by hand. I always find this an interesting building. It's a pizzeria at the moment, but as we come round to this side, we can step back a little bit. As you look up, you see it's actually was originally the Hotel España. I don't ever recall it being a hotel. Or maybe it is a hotel, I don't know. But another wonderful building, interesting balustrading in this old town of Lluchmajor. So we're going to make our way up towards the square, and there's usually plenty going on in the square. Still, the Spanish schools haven't broken up yet, so there shouldn't be too many children around, so we'll see. As we're walking up, you see sometimes outside the door some of these which are put out just in case it's going to rain, and it stops the rain from coming into the house. So many of the doors will have these in front of them just as an added protection from the splashback from the rain on the streets. Wonderful old buildings. Looks as though they may be in need of a little TLC, but some really ornate stonework up there. This one in front of us, dated 1926. Government buildings tend to be the more ornate, and this one is a government building. Look up here, really nice columns, ionic columns there. It was the National Institution of Previsión. Not sure what that is, but it's now the Ministry of Work and Immigration, because it may well be closed today. Some places have had their doors redone. Some have kept the original style. Some gone for more modern versions. Temperature on the pharmacia tells me that it's 14 degrees. It does actually feel a bit chilly in the shade, but I'm sure when we get into the sun it'll actually start to feel quite warm. So here we are now in the square of Lluchmajor, with the Ayuntamiento, the town hall, up at the top, and again some more magnificent businesses and buildings here. I particularly like the ones here in the middle. Always look up. It's amazing what you see when you look up. And this is an Italian restaurant now. Over the years it's been different things, but now it's an Italian restaurant on the bottom. But just looking up, looking at those terraces, quite amazing. And then next door there's opticians with wonderful terraces there. So this is the square in Lluchmajor. It's December 2020. And it's looking a little bit quiet, but maybe a little bit later around lunchtime it will start to fill up a little bit. And certainly on a market day it does get quite busy. So it's according to the clock at the top there, it's coming up to 11:15. All the Christmas lights are out, but obviously it's morning time now, so none of them are lit. So I think it would look quite spectacular actually if we were here a little bit later on. So This is the square. We're going to see if we can find somewhere for a coffee now. So we found a bar for a coffee. We're at the Café Colon, which is in the square in Lluchmajor, and we're just going to enjoy our coffee now. The sun's shining. We're in the shade, so it's a little bit chilly, but it's going to get better as the day goes on. We'll certainly be coming back to Lluchmajor, and we'll do another video. Hopefully we'll be able to come on a Friday when they've got their market on, and we'll see what's going on in the market. So thanks for watching, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends, let them have a look to see what's going on, and have a look at the rest of our videos on the YouTube channel. If you hit the subscribe button, you'll get notifications of the new videos as we put them up. But we'll see you again soon, and we're wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous and safe New Year. So it's bye from me, and it's bye from Anita. See you in the next video. Bye now.